Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I love chatting. I love chatting with you, and it's cool to chat, like, kind of in person, as in person as
Yeah,
we can. Yeah,
I know. We chat on Instagram, right?
yeah.
And then we do voice
Voice
memos back and
messages,
forth
yeah.
when we're too lazy to type. So, I think it works great. But I'm excited because I know you're working on your second book in your second series. But I know we had a group reread of Wandering Souls. And I know we're kind of making our way through the Atlas Cliff series. Um, and I mean, this is what I first read of yours, right? I want to say,
Yeah.
was it a year and a half, 2 years ago almost? It was a
Maybe
while ago.
more. Yeah, I published it in 2022,
Maybe
and I don't.
longer.
Yeah, it could be because I think you came on board for Seeking Haven because that was the first time I did, like, I was really more on
Yeah.
social media, and I got, ARC readers. That was kind of my first dip in the ARC reader. "Let's do this. I don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but okay." Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was 2024. I wanna say it
Y
was summer 2024.
You're right, it was, yeah.
So definitely going on 2 years. I know,
In
yeah, Seeking Haven.
2023, I published Seeking Haven in 2023,
Yeah,
so I might have
and then
moved
I
it
think,
around.
oh, has it been since? Okay, so it's been a
Okay.
while.
I know, oh,
It's
well,
been
doesn't matter.
it's been a hot minute, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I've read, like, the beginning of the books, right? So it's been at least 2 years, and then, Aurora's Amulet, which came out, not crazy long ago. What, about a year
2025
ago?
May, yeah, May of 2025
Yeah.
last year,
So
yeah.
almost a year ago. And I still remember a lot of the book when I was like listening to it again because Sam here,
Hi,
uh,
Sam.
she shared her Audible login. So I was like, I already have like the physical, I have the ebook, but I want to listen. And she's like, here, log in. And I was like, yes. So I was logging in and I was listening at double the speed, which my husband thinks I'm crazy. But I'm like, okay, I've already read the book. This is just a recap,
Yeah.
right? Like a refresher. Um, and I love it. But what I want to know is what was your inspiration? Like, what made you think of Drew Harlow and the Atlas Cliff series?
Like, it's way like, thinking back, so that was back in late not 2019 into 2020, and I just randomly took a writing workshop through the local university here. Like, "Okay, I need to do something creative. I felt that the need to do something. I'm gonna write a book." Sure I am. And, I
Yeah.
went and took this, and he's like, "You're gonna submit 2,500 words every week." And I thought, "No, that's not happening." But it did. But I remember coming home and thinking there was I say a kid, but, he was like late teens in the class with me, a mutual friend's son, and we were chatting about it, and like, "I don't even know where to start." And he said, "Sometimes it helps if you start with a quote." And that kinda gives a vibe. So that's what I did. Started with the quote, and then I
Hmm.
started thinking on and characters was the next thing. So that's when I started thinking of characters and characters I enjoyed, you know, in the '90s and 2000s, whatever, that
Yeah.
inspired me or I enjoyed, like, so it came to, like, Ghost Whisperer and shows like The Vampire Diaries. I always use those, and readers have mentioned them, or Nancy Drew, so I'm like, mystery, but give her a gift. She can see dead people. What if someone could talk to dead people on the other wherever realm that is in the universe, or
Yeah.
what if that existed, and what so it started that game, and I she evolved, and she just happened to be in Wandering Soul 17. I didn't intend to write a YA series, it just literally happened. The characters, I can't even explain it, it just started and it snowballed into this series,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I definitely like her. And it gives that definitely that Nancy Drew Ghost Whisperer vibe. It really does.
Yeah.
I know when I read it, I was like, oh, that kind of reminds me of the Ghost Whisperer. But unlike, Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's like, hey, how can I help you? Right from the start, it's more like how I think a normal teenager would act, like seeing a spirit being like scared and not like what the heck is going on, and also like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why am I seeing dead people? Like they're haunting me, and not truly like understanding there's a purpose of why they're doing this. And it's like you just got to trust the process,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, so I like it. I liked the mystery aspect of it. I want to say that you were saying you really liked the mystery aspect of it as
Mhm.
well. Do you want to kind of touch on that?
Sure. Hi.
Oh.
So for
Mm.
me, it wasn't just like, oh, another mystery, like, because there's a lot of different mystery things. It was the little details for me that made it unique. That that I liked the most. And as I kept going through the book, I was like, man, she must have a head that can keep track of all these little things that just like tied, because I like that. So that, I mean, at least for me, that was it. Like the smaller details kind of just made it more unique to me. I don't know.
Thank you. That's awesome to hear. Yeah. Yeah, I take a lot of notes and I keep like notes folders and
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of moving parts. And then as you get through the series, there's even more and
yeah.
more and more. And I'm just like, oh, like who's this character? Who's this? Like I'm re-listening to it and I'm like, oh, Piper. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I remember who that is, right? And then Enid. Oh, yeah. Like, and you're like, oh, now that's their names. It's like I remember the characters, but a lot of times I have a hard time remembering their names. Like I'll remember the main characters, but like the side characters, I just a lot of times I'm like, who was that? So, I absolutely enjoyed it. If you were to give like a non-spoiler kind of recap of the series, how would you describe this to someone who's never read it?
Like if I
Besides,
the entirety, like just here's the scene.
yes, let's get you into the series.
Okay, so I would say the series, describe it. A young woman, so she starts off 17 in the beginning. By the end of the series, she's 19 or almost 19. It starts off where she's always had this gift where she can see beyond the veil separating life and death, if you will.
Mhm.
What makes her finally have to pay attention is that her boyfriend is missing for a number of months and everyone presumes him dead. And that's when things start to shift for her because the other side, those ghosts, the spirits start being more persistent, where she has no choice but to pay attention and get to the bottom of it. That really kicks off the series. There's the characters involved. There's very much, I know it's tropes and, it seems like the easiest way, but like this friends to lover vibe. There's a little bit of a love triangle, but I always say it's like a spin on it because it's not your usual love triangle. Like she always knows who she wants from the beginning. It's not really in question, but it's kind of this triangle around them.
Yeah.
And as the series moves, I'm rambling a little, I'm sorry. As the series moves, she discovers why she has this gift. There's a witchy legacy that's attached to the town, that's attached to her heritage. And through tragedy, if tragedy forces her to basically grow up faster than she maybe should and make some big decisions and learn to accept this part of herself, which, yes, it's very magical and otherworldly, but I think it can be relatable in real world because there's parts of ourselves that, it's all about accepting yourself and finding your purpose in life. And that's how I see it. So it's kind of parallel to that through this entire series, like kind of a transition for her, growth to where she can finally accept this is me, all the wild, the beautiful, the chaotic. And
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, hit.
Is that, did I kind of hit anything?
No, you got everything. I feel like I moved and my knee just hit the desk and it went, ooh. Okay. So I love this series, the Atlas Cliffs, and I love the prequel. I do like how it gives a little bit more of the history. And I know Sam had a question on the amulet.
I did, but like I don't want to ruin it for everybody else, like who hasn't read it. Like I don't know if it would be a spoiler or not.
You can always ask, and if it is, like
That's true.
Go ahead.
My thing was, or my biggest question was, who created the amulet? Is it just a thing that existed, or
in my mind, it wouldn't be a spoiler. No, in my mind when I was writing, especially, I was really trying to answer that with the prequel, even for myself, because I'm a pantser writer, like discover the story, let the characters kind of guide it. Aurora has this amulet, and it's sort of like the spirits of the sisterhood that this has been passed down, if you will, almost like witches, who have been burned, who have been killed for practicing magic that was deemed by people, men, whoever, of being was evil or bad, and they wanted to kill these women for that. So this amulet was a way to connect the sisterhood with the people gifted with this magic along the way. So where did it actually come from?
Our theory wasn't far off.
We were talking about it yesterday.
We were.
And I was like, I wonder. And she was like, well, write it all down. And you can ask tomorrow. And I was like, but I don't want to spoil it for someone else.
Yeah, I was almost wondering if it was more like lineage, like family ties, like, oh, it's passed in the family kind, and then she was like, "Oh, but the bad guy, you know, like he hates them, but he hasn't." I'm like, "Okay, maybe he's connected to the other world bad guy." I was like, "I don't know." It's like I was like, maybe someone's mom was like tiptoeing around with someone else, and I was like,
Oh,
"I
I
don't
hadn't
know."
gone into quite that far, but I mean, sure, I'm sure there's stories for days if I like dug in there.
I know.
It's always kind of had this for me. Like I know readers can take it. The whole point of yeah, you can whatever however it resonates to readers is it's
Yeah.
individual. But for me as the author, it's kind of like this. Yes, family, like you say, it's kind of a family connected, but it doesn't necessarily have to be blood family. Like family
Yeah.
can be like whatever connects you with someone, right? So for them, it's this magic that's been really have been they've been cursed for it, if you will. And then with Jack, the lighthouse keeper, to me he kind of represents like kind of the helpers, the
Yeah.
supporters of these women, and like Taj, he's a man who has this power in the book too. So the ones that are gifted, there's also
Mhm.
helpers and people around them who lift them up, who take care of them, who support them. So I love that whole found family kind of vibe among both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That kind of goes with the
open to interpretation.
yes,
So
very
Yeah.
open to. Okay, yeah, I like it because I was like, she was asking quick questions. I was like, I think so, but I don't know for sure. Because I was like, I don't recall that ever being brought up, but I think it was just more of a like, oh, this it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, we have, oh, where is it? Come here, pick it up, pick it up. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my
So beautiful.
Cute. What's his or her name?
His name is
Excuse me.
Finn, and when he's in trouble,
Oh.
it's Finnegan.
Oop.
I remember
So
we talked about
Hi,
that because I
Finn.
have a Finn. So now you have the cat
Aw.
Finn and
yeah.
there's a Finn. Yeah.
We also have a Luna right here. She's kind of hiding.
Oh.
So this is the
She's too
office.
comfy.
Oh, she's very comfy. She's very, very comfortable right now. She's like, I don't want to move, but Fan likes to just rub up against you as he walks. They're my reading buddies. They're always in here. So I
Comfort.
know we wanted to talk a lot about the Atlas Cliff series, and I know um, this is actually going a little bit quicker than we thought.
That's
So
okay. You're open. Like if there's anything else, I'm happy to, whatever. Yeah.
or should I show
It's
my
all
favorite
part of me.
art piece that you had done?
Yes.
I love this artist. I
Yeah.
love their style.
That's
Oh,
dash art on Insta.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if we want to get a little bit NSFW, love this series. So, we're just gonna kind of, if you can give a synopsis about this for people, like Sam has not read this book series, so I'm not spoiling anything for her. She hasn't read it yet. It's the next on her thing to do. But if you were to tell readers about this book, and also kind of like, your progression as an author, how you've gone from the Atlas Cliff, which is definitely more a YA, it's mystery, it's like I like supernatural stuff, and then how you've transitioned into like a completely different genre.
It's
Like
wild.
there's no connection. This is not the same universe. It's
Not at
100%.
all.
So yeah, if you could kind of go over that, that would be wonderful.
I don't have like a really cut and dry answer to it. It's just really that story is Shattered Secret Story, that just the characters, they've been kind of around even towards the end of me writing the YA series. I just knew when I wrapped that series up that would be it, maybe forever. I don't know, but I just knew that I'd be jumping in, changing genres just because the story and the characters were just so present. And I just, I debated on making it kind of a paranormal adult romance, but it was just contemporary, just the way it was. I never set out to write what is known as the Mafia romance genre. That wasn't something I set out to do. I remember chatting with an author friend and just describing, we chatted books, and she's like, "You're writing like Mafia romance." And that's when it started to kind of come into play with this book. So, but it's so different. I'm always so careful with it because Mafia romance has some very specific tropes within that genre. You know, the arranged marriage, the Mafia princess, that kind of vibe. So Shattered Secrets is a mob heir who is on the run. And there's no spoilers with this because it is right in the prologue. So he is tied to the FMC's brothers, to her past, to her younger brother's murder, his death. And he was an informant for her older cop brother. That's in the prologue right out the gate. Skip ahead 2 years later when it starts chapter 1. In her point of view, so something happens in the very first chapter that kind of makes her feel uneasy. And as we figure out this, she has a meet cute with this man from the prologue, Rhett. And he ends up living next door. She's very intrigued. They're captivated by each other right away. And they're just trying to keep her safe. His past comes back to the small town, targeting her to get to him. And everything kind of follows suit. She's a trauma nurse. She's grieving the loss of her younger brother, dealing with an alcoholic father. She's, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. No spoilers. It's very slow burn romance. It's very two people. The darkness is not between them. It's in the world around them. She's not a mafia princess. You know, she can hustle. I would say she can hustle a pool table. She can shoot to protect herself because she goes to the range with her brother. That's how they bond. It's a lot of family drama, family dynamics, family dysfunction. And yeah, have I missed anything, do you think?
I don't think you did. I think, I mean, the biggest thing is it's not an Italian mafia. There's so many books of that. It's just, you know, there's a never ending amount. Right. But it's not I've like stumbled across since I've read your book, I've stumbled across other mafia books and it's not the same. It's like
Not
a
at
nice,
all. Yeah.
so it's not heavily on the like what you normally get, I should say. And then I know you're currently working on the second book.
Yeah.
And I know your timeline.
Yeah.
But what is when is your wish ETA on that book? Do you have a wish ETA on it being available publicly?
Oh, yes. I always do. I give myself deadlines because it's how I work the best, oddly enough. But it's Hidden Darkness Between Us. The title came right away, so it just stuck. That is to be released this October. I'm aiming for October 20th right now, but I haven't set it. I'm just, my editor's book for July. So far, I'm on track. And I'm just kind of taking it as it comes for that. So my cover designer is going to start work on the cover in April to May. So that's kind of where that is right now. Yeah. But the story, I have the story. It's just getting it all. Yeah. I'm revising it now and in that draft revising stage. Yeah.
I'm excited. I know you and I have talked about it and you gave me a little bit of spoil. And I'm excited. I'm excited for other people to read it and like see their reactions based off of what you and I talked about. And I think you're going to go down a road that not a lot of authors do. And I think that's really refreshing because I know you and I have talked about a lot of authors, and this is more of like fantasy romantasy, right? It's a lot of it is very similar. There's not that much of a difference. So I like that you're pushing the envelope a little bit and kind of doing your own thing. And you're not just like, oh, well, this is what sells. And so I'm just going to write this.
I don't think I'm just writing, like, I kind of get in the character's head and let them kind of guide it. As strange as that sounds, I don't know how else to explain it, but just, so Frankie and Rhett, they're the main characters, Francesca and Rhett. And she's really, in book 2, she's dealing with trauma from the first book. I won't give any spoilers. Trigger warnings are on the website too. And she's having a bit of an identity crisis, which leads her to fall dark into his world. And there you have it. Yeah. So it's kind of that vibe. But this will wrap up this cover. And as much as I don't want it to, because I feel like, I could just keep writing them I just know instinctively that this is going to wrap up this couple. And book 3 and book 4, at first I thought I'm going to do Finn and Lena for book 3 and then Vivian and Luca for book 4. But as I'm writing book 2, this book now, I really think Vivian and Luca's story might come next before Finn and Lena. Yeah.
And I like that, because then it's like you could still like sprinkle in Frankie and Rhett, like, where are they?
Yeah.
Right? I like it. I like anthology type series, right? Where it's like, it's the same universe. It's not focusing on the same characters, but the other characters won't make an appearance, right? Or they're mentioned. It's not like they're just, we're done. And it's like, kind of like how you're saying the Vampire Diaries, right? You had the originals, you had legacies, like they were focusing on new characters, but they would still reference or loop in previous characters, like every once in a while, just kind of sprinkle them in. So I like that, and I'm very excited for 2.
I am too, because even for the 3rd book, I already know how Rhett and Frankie's story ends. I can see it like beyond. So it's going to be fun to let readers in through this other point of view. It's like, oh my goodness, look at them now, So I can't wait to do that. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Wait till you read the book.
I know. She's like, I just have to get through Crescent City first.
I told her I'm not touching that series, not anytime soon. Those are too long of books for my attention span right now with everything I got going on. Because I'm like, this Shattered Secrets Between Us is a beast of a book. It's a big book.
It to be. I really didn't. It just sort of happened. It was my goal was like under 100,000 words, and it ended up 124,000 because
500.
I cut what I could, but
33. Oh, no, that's her acknowledgments. But let's see, 526 pages. And I'm just like, oh my God.
No.
So in here, when you get an ebook, you don't realize like how long a book is. But then when you see the physical book and you're like, oh, wow. Because when I look at your very first book written,
100%
compared to your last book written, number one, the height difference, right? But like,
that was on purpose. I wanted to separate the series. Yeah. So I made the size different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, this is double the size of this. Like, and so it's like you could see the progression right there. And even in, The Wandering Souls, like, I didn't realize just how much longer Braving Storms was.
So big. I know.
Until I got the book.
Each book kept getting longer. And then with Braving Storms, I really wanted to wrap up the series. I didn't plan on a prequel after Braving Storms. That came later. And I felt like I just need to make sure it's wrapped up really, really well, so it was long.
Yeah. I just find it funny because it's like small, medium, large, extra small. Like
so
that nice little
Amulet was supposed to be a novella. It wasn't even supposed to be a full book. And then, but of course, me being me, it just happened to be a book, like a full length. So.
I told her, I was like, it's more of like a novella. Like, I feel like it's in between a novella and a full book. It's like that hybrid. It's like right there. And I think it's really up to interpretation. Like some people say, if it's under this, it's a novella. If it's over this, it's a full book, I think it's a nice, happy medium. It's not too long. It's not too short. You could read it easily, like not even half a day. You just a couple hours, just sit there and you're good.
4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you can read it really quick. So now Braving Storms, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. It's a very, it's a big one. I know.
Yes. So, that's all the questions I have. I don't know if anyone has any other questions, and I'm hoping that everything has recorded audio wise on my end pretty good because I just set this back up. So we will find out, you guys.
Hopefully, but this is a good
I wasn't able to do a test, right? I wasn't able to do a test. So if it didn't go through, I will let you know. And then we could redo things later. But I'm very excited to read the second book, and I hope that people will go and check out the Atlas Cliff series because I like it. I liked the mystery. I like the suspense. Like I always tell people, if you like suspense, right? If you like to stand on your toes and just be like, oh, what's going to happen next? I think it's a great series for that. It's not predictable.
I like the evolution.
Yes.
Evolution is my favorite part. Just seeing or getting to see Drew from beginning to end and then seeing what happens before her. That was my favorite part.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited too, like this duet audiobooks for the Shatter for the Willow Grove series. Like, my goodness, what a
Yeah.
whirlwind. Like, I'm so excited.
When
Oh,
you
That's really
announced
neat.
it, like a lot. I was like, oh my God.
It's like honestly a dream come true. Like, I just love audiobooks. It just I just knew this one needed duet for the
yeah.
I just knew it. It was duet or not at all. And that was kind of how I went into it. And signing with Podium, it's been so amazing so far. I'm really excited about
No,
it.
I'm so for you.
Oh, thanks. And like the narrators, because Peg, I don't know if you remember it, Pagan had reached out to Anthony Palmini and they did this snippet back in January. And I was like, oh my God, I need this in full. So the fact that it's all working out, and I've worked with Podium and they're so amazing, and we get to keep the same narrators and do this, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of those that if you try to do a single narrator, it would not work.
It needs duet. It's just,
I'm sorry. Well, we can't, there's so much emotion in this series that for me, when it's a single voice actor and they're trying to do like the different characters and the different range of emotions, it just doesn't hit home as well. And yeah, I agree with you. If it wasn't a duet, I would have said no. just don't. Just leave it in physical and an ebook and let that be that, right? Because people can read it and put their own voice in their own mind. But it's like when you listen to an audiobook and it's a male narrator and he does the female voice, it's like, "Hi, it's me, Jessica." I just can't.
Yeah.
and I know there's so many. It's so amazing. Like lots of good dual where it is that way, and they do wonderful. I just knew for myself for this. I just knew that Rhett needs his own voice, it was a gut feeling. So, like this man, writing this man. Oh my goodness! Like first time ever getting in a male point of view, writing that. First time ever writing Spice. So this was like a huge challenge for me. And I love it. I'm like so loving writing book too. I'm just like letting myself, don't hold back, just write whatever. Yeah.
I think my favorite part is when you and I were having a conversation and, how you went to your husband and said, well, how would a guy say this? How would a guy say that?
100%. Yeah. I was like, help me here. Is this happening?
Right?
Yeah.
Like what words would you use? And and when I was reading it and I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see my husband saying stuff like that. Right? Like I could totally envision. But I know when I'm reading a book where it is a female author and she has not necessarily gotten a male input, because it's like, what would we like to hear?
True.
Versus
cool
what
too.
would a man say?
100. Yeah. And let's be honest. I mean, sure. Like Rhett, he probably does not exist in real life. No matter what, he's a book boyfriend, right? He's fiction.
Yes.
But
yes.
100%. Yeah. I want it to give him his own story and authenticity as much as I could.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And then you could be like, oh, thanks to my husband for giving me input on the spicy seeds. Getting knowledge. So I really love it. I'm excited for the books. I'm excited for other people to read your books and get to know you and your writing style, because I really love your writing style. I like how it's not overly complex. It's not super simple. It's like
balance.
There's a nice balance. I feel like some authors, it's so complex. Stephen King, right? Has to describe every single line on the curtain. I don't need to know every line on the curtain. It's a curtain with lines, but I just, I feel like there's a nice medium balance to it. It's not overly complex. So I love them. They're nice. Mm-hmm. They're enjoyable reads.
Thank you very much. I so appreciate you. You know this. You're so supportive. I appreciate it.
Of course. So Pam, do you have any questions for Angela?
I don't. I just love that book. I can't wait for the sequel. So, and all the sequels. So, and now I'm excited about the Atlas series. I have not read them, so I think I'm going to go get those and start them this week.
I hope you enjoy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It sounds so interesting. So especially now that I've heard both of you speak, sounds really interesting. So I'm going to start those.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think you'll really love that series. There's a lot of moving parts and If you like kind of like that found family vibe too,
I
really
do.
love the Atlas Cliff series. It's got a really good found family vibe. We kind of how
Awesome.
Angela was saying, like not everything is blood connected. It's that
Mhm.
that found family. So it I would actually say it leans heavy on that. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I
great.
I just love it because I just believe in it so much. I just think that people can,
yeah.
it can really
Yeah.
be your family doesn't necessarily mean, you're related or,
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
yeah. And I just love,
Yeah.
I love that people just the fierce friendships, and I love writing too, like fierce women friendships, lifting each other
Yeah.
up. Right?
Mhm.
I love that's something I tend to bring into. Doesn't matter which genre, it's just happening. So
Yeah. I love
Great.
it. I love
So
it.
Nate, it's interesting to get a little behind the scenes from the author's point of view. Really,
Yeah.
really interesting. I love it.
oh, thanks.
Well, maybe Angela will schedule another podcast episode where we'll go into the spoilers of your Mafia series.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, we definitely can do this again for sure, especially with the
Yeah.
next book coming out too. Like, and that's one
Yes.
thing I'm making notes of because I want to be able to share some little quotes and stuff from the second book at leading up to. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
Well,
like how you do that too on social media, sharing the quotes. It just helps me stay in that book, that mindset,
oh,
that
thanks.
of the story. I like that. I
Yeah,
really
that's
like
been my favorite thing to do is just pull those little Kindle screenshots and a little bit of
love it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Great.
all right. Well, I think this is it. I'm gonna give you guys back your 15 minutes?
Oh, good. I appreciate this. I'm so happy we did this. It's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
We're
Thank
definitely
you
gonna
for
have to do it
inviting
again.
us.
Yeah, of course. And next time it will also be an open table.
Okay.
Those who want to join can definitely pop in. I like having a conversation about the books. Normally, so just to let you guys know, normally I record an hour and a half, and I splice it into 2 episodes. I do a non-spoiler where it's just about the book, the reviews, the vibes, the feelings, and then I usually do actual spoiler
Oh, fun.
details.
Okay.
Because that way, if people have read it, but they want to see what other people actually thought about it, I like to think
Very
of it like kind of like a book club, right? A virtual book club. Like people can talk about it and things like that. So definitely when the next book is out, I think that would be fun is to kind of get the group together
Yes.
and let's talk
Great.
about it. And then we could pick your brain on why did you write this scene, Angela? What were you thinking? That was naughty. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, all good.
Was it you or your husband's idea? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, too funny.
Good.
Good.
I think it's great, and then you as the author writing in is just kind of like pick your brain and kind of go in there and learn a little bit more about what your process was in it. But that's definitely more of like a spoiler episode. So I definitely would like to do that again with you. And then that way, when it is out and those who read it, they can go and listen and have more of that in depth from you.
Thank you. That sounds
Very
awesome.
good.
All right.
Great.
Fantastic. Well, you ladies have a great day. I know it's late afternoon for you, Angela. It's early morning for me.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I'm not sure what time zone you're in.
12:46 Eastern. I'm in Eastern. I'm
Okay.
in Florida. Yeah.
So, you go enjoy your Florida. You go enjoy right now.
Yeah.
Sam and I are going to hit up the bookstore here in
Have
just a few
fun.
minutes. We'll do.
Have a great,
All right.
great day.
We'll do.
Thank you. You too.
You have a great day, Angela.
You too.
Bye, Pam.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Pam.
Bye.